Thank you for coming out this morning in our efforts to deal with the family in America as we've known it. And the purpose of this conference is to ask a million people to sign our pledge effort to impeach Eric Holder. America is a system of laws. Being in the civil rights movement, I can tell you that we use the laws that were on the books to gain our rights. I know all about civil rights. I lived on the other side of the civil rights movement. I know the suffering of the black people because I suffered. And my parents and my family suffered, and our neighbors suffered. But we use the laws that were on the books to change that. And this administration has taken the position that they will make what is wrong right and what is right wrong. In my lifetime, I've never seen a president as bad as this president. He wants what he wants, and he has deceived the American people, number one. He said he evolved to the point of supporting marriage between a man and a woman. He evolved. That is not true. He made the deal with the gay community to let him get elected, and in his second election, that he would take the issue up. But it was always there. He did not evolve. He was already there because of their commitments with very large sums of money and his relationship with them. And Eric Holder and Mr. Obama, and I will respect his office. I don't respect him because he's a deceiver. He's not true. I have no respect for the president, but since he is the president, I will give the dignity of his office respect. They have deceived the people. They want their way like a little baby, our way or no way. If you go back to the civil rights movement, they had consensus from both sides of the aisle. They had Republicans and they had Democrats. I think people who really don't know what happened during that time don't realize that it was not just the Democrats. It was the Republicans. As a matter of fact, many Southern Democrats were adamant against the Civil Rights Bill. And the leadership was able to reach across the aisle because it was the right thing to do. It was right to give black citizens the right to vote, the right to live the American dream. Now we don't live the American dream, we live the American nightmare. America is a nightmare now. And when you think of what is happening to our society, they will go down in history. They're concerned about the legacy they will leave. Mr. Obama and Mr. Holder will leave a legacy as being the most immoral leaders this country has ever had, to change the society, to make what's wrong right and what's right wrong. To our little children, that little girls can go to boys' restroom and little boys can go to girls' restroom. It's already the law in California. That's what they plan to do, is make this a sexless society. And we will move against it. We will continue to fight with all that we have to see to it that our children, I have two little children, one 2 years old and one 1 year old. And what kind of society will they grow up in when they are taught in elementary school that it's okay if you feel you're a girl? What does a little child know? And that's where they're going. It's ruthless. They have violated the law with no sense of dignity and pride about what they're doing, and they say it's unfinished business of the civil rights movement. I detest them calling this a civil rights movement. It's not a civil rights movement, it's a civil wrong movement. So the Attorney General of the United States should be impeached over his repeated lawlessness in attempting to impose same-sex marriage throughout the nation. It's lawlessness. This is not a society where a king rules. And if he had really wanted to reach across the aisle, but it's his way or no way. And had President Obama been a white man, he would have been impeached. President Nixon was a choir boy compared to Obama. For what this man has done, and it continues to do, and he deceived, as a black person, I was so happy to see that this country would elect a black president. I had to be. I had to be proud. It appears that our work was paying off, the suffering that we endured. And we did endure suffering. Unless you live during that period, you don't know what it means to be fearful and to sidestep a little bit.